Ryan. My name is Bree from Northland Marketing. How are you doing today? I spoke with you earlier, and as promised, here is your analysis. To get on here real quick and go through your site in this video to do an audit and show you personally what's holding your website back from being in the top 3 on Google. I'm going to jump in and start going through what we see and where we think you can get the most value. I'm going to mainly be going over 3 things you can do today to really bring value to your company and start outranking your competitors online. The very first thing I want to go over is your website and what we call content. When someone searches for septic tanking pumping in their area, Google crawls the websites on the internet, searching and ranking the results. Google's looking for keywords. It's looking for what the site should be found for. When I go through your website, I see you have some great photos and an okay layout, but not a whole lot of content. There's not really a whole lot going on here. This is good. It looks great. This looks bare and unfinished. I wouldn't say that you've only been in business for a year. I would maybe not state that at all. People will probably assume that you've been in business for a while if it looks professional, but you're calling attention to that, and that might turn away some people. But anyway, so this area kind of looks unfinished and bare. This looks okay. It looks like there's kind of a lot of reviews here. It could use some design work, but it's a good start, okay? Now, the main issue here is that you're missing a lot of content. So Google likes to see a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, and you guys have about 200 words on here. So adding those words onto here to get to the minimum, as well as adding keywords in, is really going to make a difference in you being found. Now, Google crawls the websites on the internet, and they try and figure out what you want to be ranking for. So they're literally reading your content and trying to see what services you offer and what areas you serve. So having those keywords in here listed 10 to 15 times is going to really make a difference in you being found. If we go to a Google search for septic tank pumping in Sparta, Tennessee, this is called the map pack, and the top 3 listed here are the ones that are going to receive some work because they're super easy to find right away, which is good. You're in here for Sparta. That's great. Now, the websites listed below here, the same thing applies. These are called the organics. You want to be on the front page and ideally within those top 3 positions so that the most amount of people are going to find you, okay? Now, I wanted to talk about the Google Ads for a minute here. I don't know what keywords you're running them for, but Google will often put the keyword in your listing, and sometimes a company, their name will be that keyword, and that's probably what's happening, and that's why they're thinking you're a different company. Google Ads are good, and you usually want to use them temporarily while you're trying to get your website ranking. Once you get your website ranking up to the top, you can back off a little bit on Google Ads or Facebook Ads. Facebook Ads are another good ad to run as long as you can have something urgent, something that's going to pull people out and make them think, wow, I need to call this company and take those services. Let's take a look at this first website here. We can see that it's a nice website, but again, there's barely anything going on. So certainly you would be beating them out content-wise when you got to 1,500 there. And so let's talk about why they are listed first. This is a paid program I use to research websites called Ahrefs. I went ahead and put their website into here so we can see what we're up against. The second thing I want to go over is UR and DR ratings. Now, a UR rating is a trust rating, meaning how much Google trusts your website, and a DR rating shows how powerful your website is in the eyes of Google. These are generally raised by backlinks. We can see they have 899 backlinks here, coming from 57 different websites, and 32 of those are powerful websites. All right. Now, a backlink refers to a link that's pointing back to your website. In Google's eyes, it's kind of like a popularity contest. A good example of this would be if a blog website wrote an article about septic tank companies or septic companies and they listed your website URL as a company they were recommending, that would be giving you one backlink. I want to call attention to their organic keywords. These are the keywords within the content that I was talking about before. So, for example, we have septic tank pumping in Cookeville, Tennessee. There's approximately 50 people searching for that every month, okay, and they're in about 6. Plumbers, Cookeville, Tennessee. There's approximately 100 people searching for that, and they're at least on the front page. Plumbing, Cookeville, Tennessee, another 60 people searching for that a month, okay. Cookeville Plumbing, 90 people searching for that. So depending on what things you want to show up for and what services are close enough related to you, the areas you serve, etc., there's a lot of people you'd be able to have find you through showing up. So the more people that find your website, the more likely they are to call you, and the more likely they are to turn into a client. Now, when we look at your website's ratings, your numbers are so low that there's nothing showing up. You have no backlinks, and you have 0 organic keywords. Okay, this is because you have none of those keywords within your content, and you have really little content. But in this video, we went over how to get yourself up into that front page. 1, through your home page and how you need at least 1,500 words on here. 2, through your UR and DR ratings and how we'd raise those numbers with backlinks. And then 3, your backlinks, what the competition has and how to beat them out. By showing Google you have more authority. If you implemented these strategies today, you could be on the front page of Google. I wanted to go ahead and record this video for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Have a great night.